I'm going to show you how to do the hairdo that I use soft curlers for, and these are the curlers that I use. You can get all different sizes, but I just like to use the same size because I just like the curls all even. But they're just foam curlers, and I like them because my girls can sleep in them. So what I usually do is I do this at night, and I make sure her hair is dry. She's had it in braids, so it's kind of wavy, but what you want to do is part it the way you're going to want it the next day. So I just did a side part here in the front and just comb it really well. And then what I usually do, and it of course is going to depend on how thick your girl's hair is too, but I take a section of hair, and hers is fairly thick and long, so I take a section here and you grab your curler and you want to roll it the way that you want the curl to lay, and I like to do them under. So you comb it out nice and smooth, your one section, and I roll down the ends, and then when I get down to the end, about 3 or 4 inches, I just wrap it around nice and smooth. And then that's when I start rolling, because then I get those little pieces that have poked out. I try and smooth them underneath the parts that have rolled, that I'm rolling. And if her hair is really long, you can kind of do an angle where you roll at an angle and then you switch it to the other angle and roll. Whatever is easiest, but make sure and keep the hair towards the center of the curler before you fasten it. And I usually leave a couple inches away from her head, so it's more comfortable when she sleeps in it. And then she can move it around. And then I'll turn her around. And then on this larger section of her head, I just do one more section down. Again, I'm parting it the same way I want her hair to lay the next day. Sit up tall. Turn this way, honey. And again, I just comb it out from the head. You want to be careful you don't pull it up this way, because then these curls aren't going to be as tight as the ones on top, and it won't lay as nice. So I hold it down from the head. And really, you just do whatever works. There's no exact science, but this is what I do, and it seems to work the best out of everything else I've tried. Just wrap the ends around. But I think the biggest difference is how you part the hair the night before, and making sure you don't have any weird gaps or anything. And you're going to have this as you go with the short hairs, so you can try and grab them as you go. Oops, wrap them the right way. That's okay. You can always do touch-ups with the curling hair the next day too. So that's how I do the front. Okay, sit up. And I turn you. Now the back, this is what I try to do to make sure that there's no funny partings the next day, so you don't have to comb through it. So what I do is I'll take a middle section here. Sorry about that. I kind of do a little square, and this will help to cover any gaps the next day. And try and make your sections the same size, just so your curls are even too. This one's a little bit fatter. I got a little bit too much hair on this curler.
I know.
That's okay, sorry. So, and for that, then from this point, I'll part over here and do curlers, and part over here. But underneath, then this is when you can start splitting it down the middle. Then this way you won't have a big part the next day because of this piece. So now I've rolled all of her hair, and I just want to show you how I've done it. You can see the top, how these curls are hanging this side, or this way. And then here we did the middle curl, and then underneath I did 2 more. And, you know, just however many you need. And then these 2 on the side. And then over here on the other side of her part, again, these are facing this way, and I did 2 of them. And another thing you can do, she's got these baby hairs here, so you can roll those up too, real quick. Usually what I do with this hairstyle after she takes the curlers out in the morning is I just comb under the curls with my fingers, meaning I'll grab it underneath and just comb through her hair like this, so you don't break the curls up too much. You want to just kind of let them be, because they'll fall out more and more during the day. Is that okay? And you can lightly spray them with hairspray, but usually I'll just do something up here. I'll put it in a little pony or put in some bobby pins, and just leave the rest. But I was going to show you how to take the curlers out after she slept on them, because they kind of get tangled. So what you want to do is opposite. You started from the top down with your curlers when you put them in, so you want to start from the bottom up so as not to tangle the hair. So best case scenario is you just open them up and just unroll them. Sometimes they do tend to get tangled, so just work the hair out as best you can. And of course hers isn't going to be curly because I just put it in. But that's basically it. Just try not to pull on the curls too much, and don't brush them or anything like that. Just comb through with your fingers and just let them fall. And just try and work out any, you know, if there's any weird partings or anything with your fingers. But that's how you use soft curlers and to get the curly hairdo overnight.